Excuse me. Oh, it's really weird. Load up the old chat here. check that.
Yeah. Sorry about yesterday. I was literally working all day. That should be fine. I mean, if it's not going to affect your MP, then... As long as you can get to Alexander, MP it becomes a non-issue for the rest of the fight, basically. Other than during J-Waves. We all good? Or I don't know if anyone has any questions or anything. Don't forget to eat snacks. to say 2 minutes. Yeah, that was kind of close. It's okay.
Would you just like an arrow to J West or using
I'll keep it on what's called middle. North, wait for debuffs. Debuffs are out.
fuck you? You buffing right now?
Yeah, yeah. Alright. Alex is at 3. Alright. Heart relative.
Oh,
One on that side. Okay. Line to the north.
it's okay. It happens to me too a lot when I do ELS.
Alright, wormhole coming out.
Look at south.
Yeah, remember to look south. Look south. Alex.
Oh god.
Oh god, it was Apocrite. Oh.
Yeah, I think whoever was 2 was too far north. I didn't really see, but you should be right on the red. That's fine. I don't know. It depends. I didn't really see. I think that's what it was. But you're supposed to just be right on the red dot if you're 1 or 2.
I think from our perspective, over at 1, I was 1, I took the cleave and I was fine from APOC, and I just inched over to prepare for my puddle at the end, but it looks like maybe Elena went slightly too far and got clipped by like the 90-degree angle of the cone or something.
Yeah.
But
You might have been fine then, Trent. I actually just didn't see. I just know that it's a very common thing, is like you really want to be right on the red dot, because you just want him to be... You want his cone to be like, yeah, he's like a 90-degree angle, so... Yeah, that was a very good first pull.
What the fuck is happening to me?
The sad noise. I heard it go off right.
Oh, my Betty.
Yeah.
Swapping.
Oh shit. My fault for having a weird.
No, you didn't. That happened. I didn't call it out.
Oh, it's fine. It's a good habit.
It's a rough habit to get into nowadays. Or I gotta, because like it's just everywhere. We'll be fine. If you need to hold it, just hold it for J-waves.
Okay.
Because really, the damage on Alex is like literally. I mean, it's kind of a joke, honestly. Debuffs are out.
Take 2 5.
Alex hit 3. Alright, one for the heart code. Heart relative. Once you're there, look to the north.
It's okay, you're alright for this. Thank you very much. Is that so?
Yep, look at south.
Thanks, Alex.
Almost.
Stay out of it and just ult.
Okay. I don't have heal for a second.
Yeah. And just try to make a heal.
2 minutes.
No, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet.
Oh, no, sorry.
Alright. Try to get me up.
Stop damage. I wanna swing my...
That's fine. Just stay. Okay. Cruise, then brute. Use wings. Use dark machinery. Use reprisal and a feint. Use anything you have. You're actually it's almost dead, so you can use everything. And Alex. Should be a 1 minute burst now, or ish. I might have been off if I died. Try to kill him as much as you can. You might actually kill him.
So, fitness incapacity?
Probably not, but nah, we're done with our burst. I mean, we had a lot of deaths. We had a lot. Yeah. So as you can see, like we had a death, like from inception and stuff. We had a lot of stuff.
Everyone, let's go!
But we can do J-waves, right? Like that's the important thing. But that was good. Whatever. Here's the way J-waves works. Whatever button you pressed when, just do that the same, like in terms of mids. Because it's kind of hard, like, it's kind of hard to think of what we have in the moment. I'm like, fuck. But if you just get used to using those when. Yeah, I mean, if we didn't even have hollows too. I would say yes.
I can just do green for a couple of seconds, it should be fine. Or maybe I have my summon sword.
It depends. So it depends on how it's gonna fuck you over. Well, no, the what's it called? It's a minute long. The transition's a minute long. So as long as you use your shit.
I should come back with Bahamut again on Alexander.
On Alex, okay.
Because I had Phoenix at the end.
Yeah, you had Phoenix at the end there. Was that using Bahamut at the beginning of J-Waves, or no?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so if you held Bahamut from the beginning of J-Waves, yeah, because then you get that Phoenix use. And worst that happens, the Phoenix use dies halfway through because if we just kill it. But that doesn't matter, right? Because
I should have it back.
you will have it. I know from when we get his hit points to 0 to when he's targetable is 1 minute and 15 seconds.
Okay, then yeah, I have
So you can. That's why like MP is not an issue because you get fucking 20 ticks of MP. Plus your lucid dreaming's back up when you get to Alex. So like
you can use it before the cutscene.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, you can use any 1 minute before the cutscene and you'll have it back.
Yeah, I should have Bahamut then. I'm gonna hold Bahamut just for the
I have a quick question. It feels like I keep dying immediately before enumerations comes out. Is that the AoE landing on me or something?
That was the AoE. We only had 6 people up.
Yeah.
I mean, I used Heart of Light because that's all we should be using there. But it's a stack marker. That stack marker is strong.
Okay.
All 8 people, I think.
Because remember that with 2 more people, right, you're taking 33% less damage.
Right.
Right? Is it 33%?
Something like
I don't know. Something like that.
Just checking. And it is... you face Alex to do the enumerations on your left and right, correct?
Yeah, left and right the same way you do it in, what's it called?
Brute.
Okay.
So
What
I
happened
think-
there was we had, I know at least 1 DPS and 1 healer was dead.
I died as 5 because I got to my spot late after I took the first puddle, and I aimed it south. Or not
Yeah, I
south,
saw
like
that, yeah.
A cardinal, yeah. And then I didn't realize I would get hit by the dash. But like, I think I could have dodged that if I moved immediately, but
Yeah, that's why it's actually important if you're the odds. You kind of want to get used to this, even for evens. Is you don't want to just, if you're like 5 or 6, you don't want to just go up and like this, because then when he turns to the other person, he'll smack the shit out of you. You want to at least be looking out a little bit, even if it's like diagonal. No, the tanks are gonna fuck off for enumeration. So the tanks are just gonna literally just go away. We're just gonna go away from Alex, towards the, I guess, relative south. So we're just gonna go away, and then you guys just do the enumerations literally the same as you do them in Brute Justice CC.
Always right. Who is always left? The DPS?
Always left for DPS
Subin.
should be Subin, I think. So I think it's 0 and Kiki, right?
Yeah, so if Subin or Do get a circle, they will go to their side no matter what. Or even if they don't, they will always go to their side. And then if both me and Kiki see that there are 2 circles on one side from us pre-positioning towards our parties, then we will swap. And I think that resolves every time.
Yeah, that will every time.
It's a lot of, like, there's a lot going on there, and there's not a lot of time. So if during the stack we could pre-position slightly towards the side we're going to go, to make it a little bit easier for us to make that decision on the fly. I'll try to call the swap as soon as I can, but it's a bit hard to see when 8 people are stacked. So
Should, I guess, the 4 people, the 2 that are going left and 2 that are going right, just stand slightly in front of the party? That way it's sort of obvious.
yeah, I think during when the stack marker forms in the center, no matter who it's on, we want to scoot a little bit towards the left and the right side that we're pre-positioned to go to. Then we can make the call as fast as possible after the stack hits us.
Yeah.
We ready to go?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Sitting.
Looks one I think we can. Oh.
I fucking. I don't know why that keeps happening.
We can mirror it, right? If it comes down to that, we can just flip the side no one on.
Yeah.
It still works.
I mean, living liquid memes are a thing for a reason, right?
Oh wait. I'm way behind. Bad this season.
It's close.
Blue? I mean the blue? Good time.
Remember to hold.
Yep. Hold two.
Rocket Punch is kind of gonna kick my ass. And should be coming.
I put on what's it called on heal. That was fine. Us are out. Now through there. Watch where the heart goes. Heart relative here. Now to north. Alright, face south towards Alex. Mid for... I will take Kiki's spot. Well, no, I can't. I will. Alright, save 2 minutes.
Oh, fuck.
Mitts. Alright. Get ready. Cruise, then Brute. Then can use wings now. Missionary. When we get over, use reprisal and 1 feint. Now use everything. Remember, 1 minutes are free. 1 minutes are free.
Holy shit.
Okay, so Elena, when you see 5 seconds, you need to use your 10% mitt, whatever it's called. It's like the soil. I will use, what's it called? Also, make sure we're pre-shielded. We are already.
I will not start. That was a mistake. I forgot I died. We will start in Phoenix.
It's fine, okay.
Who wants to be in?
It's at 3 for us, Sai. I'll press it. Good Caracol. We should be fine without it. But apparently there was a bug at first. I think they've already fixed that bug. Maybe not.
I'm gonna fucking shoot myself.
That's real.
Alright, everyone focus up. Actually, enjoy the cutscene.
I can't, I'm too busy thinking about debuffs.
I'm just gonna blink. I do not remember what the concept is.
Alright, Sai, you take it. I'll turn off my stance if I have it on. I think I do. Yes, use everything here. Normally you would pot right at the beginning, so we don't need to this time, but...
Yeah, I started Phoenix. I forgot that I'm starting Bahama because I died.
Final word, look for buffs. I don't even remember. We're going to east-west.
I have light.
Stand on B, if you have light. Oh, fuck, opposite. That's Kiki.
Oh, shit.
That was motion, by the way. We're all fucked. Say, okay, untarget. Stillness is,
I'm fucking idiot.
yeah, if you want motion first, that's fine. I wasn't even, I completely forgot that we were doing this a lot different. Oh, we're very dead because this is actually instant kill.
It's a stack.
Jesus. I think I got 4 damage counts.
Yeah, let me look at
Yeah,
that.
if people need a review, that's fine.
It's only 45
Yeah,
minutes.
final word is deceptively difficult. I would argue final word is actually one of the more hard mechanics because it's pretty quick and there's a stillness, there's a random stillness or whatever. It's not downtime. You need to be attacking and shielding shit.
So you get a debuff and then the bonus casting stillness, or it's always stillness?
No, it's either stillness or motion. We got motion first that time. That's why no one died at first. Those were the yellow swords that hit us and didn't do anything. Everyone was moving.
But where do we see does the boss cast?
Yes, boss cast. It's either ordained stillness or ordained motion. The second one he casts while we're moving, during the forced march, he's always casting the opposite of the first one, which means you want fucking motion first.
Okay.
Because if you get stillness second, all you do is while you're moving, just everyone on targets.
Just stop it.
You untarget and then take your hands off because you don't want to put your weapon away because that's an animation which will kill you. So you just untarget and just sit there and wait. I also completely said what we were doing wrong. So white pillar, which was at Uberdo, you're gonna go to. I think they have them actually going to D.
Was I the light?
Were you the light pillar? There's a debuff with an arrow or there's a debuff without an arrow.
I think Shiro was the light one. Was they were the only
Yeah,
one
dark.
that
Yeah,
died.
dark goes B. So yeah, dark goes to B. Everyone else will go like just in front of them, and then the light pillar, I believe, goes to D in this case, right?
Yeah, they go to west.
Yeah, that's a different strat that I'm used to, but it's
I
Apparently
had
this
the
is
light
what's called.
debuff, but I didn't have the light debuff. I think that was Shiro because they were the only light that didn't die.
yeah. If you have an arrow, you're gonna be moving, right? So yeah, okay. So super easy. Basically, all you have to look at is, are you dark pillar, which is what most people call them, or the pillars. Are you the light pillar, which would be west? Dark pillar is east. Make sure at dark pillar, you want to be not actually at B. You want to be at the right end of. Let's see if I can actually get there without pulling him.
There we go.
You want to be like here, actually, if you're light pillar, or if you're dark pillar. That's important for later. It's not really important for this mechanic, but it's good to get used to it. Everyone else should be like right here. You can't be too far away, especially dark people. They need to be super close, because if you get like, the way it works is the light pillar and the dark pillar all are forced to stay still. The light pillar people are forced to walk towards the light. The light movement people are forced to walk towards the light pillar people. And if you touch them, you die and they die. The dark pillar people with the arrow, the dark pillar is at B. The dark people with the arrow are forced to run away from the dark pillar. And if you get too far away, you die. Also, if you stand on top of them right off the bat, you also die. So basically, the dark pillar needs to be here. Dark arrows need to be like here. If you're a little bit off and you go towards the wall, you'll be fine. Do not, during final word, do not sprint. Don't sprint. Because the forced march gets the sprint. So you will end up dying if you sprint. It's important when the debuffs come out to immediately go, because if you get stillness, you need to stop. The second you see stillness, you basically untarget the boss and just fucking do nothing. So hopefully you're pretty close. After the stillness goes off, you have like a second or two to adjust. It's not long though. So you need to act pretty quick.
What's the timing on that initial stillness or motion cast? Like, when does it snapshot that you should not have been doing anything during it? Is that at the
Assume
end?
it's right away. It's very... So the way it works is it's based on your animation time. So if your character is doing an animation when the cast snapshots, you're dead. So like halfway through, if you attack, your guy's still doing an animation and you're dead.
So just untarget if you see its stillness.
If you
at
see
the
its stillness,
start.
you want to untarget immediately.
And then if it's not stillness first, it'll be second, right? No matter what. Like
Yeah, if it's that's what you want. You want motion first. Motion, you need to be moving. And I'm not even going to say what this cursed shit you can do, especially with new cast times. Because technically, don't do it. Don't try it. Just move. Technically, casting, that's the one move in the game where casting counts as motion. But with a second and a half cast times, don't risk it.
Oh, I was gonna do like jumping.
Huh? No, like it's black mage friendly. You can literally just cast Fire 4 and it'll be fine.
Oh, okay, okay.
But don't do that because you guys have second and a half cast times.
I'm gonna jump in between casts. Okay, it's okay.
No, don't do that either.
I'm
Just
really
use
good at doing
instance.
that.
Yeah, so what you want is motion first, so you move, and then you get the stillness, and during the forced march, everyone on targets. if it's motion second, you should, during the forced march, look towards a place that you're not going to run towards the wall at the end of it and already be moving. Do not risk it. Do not risk anything. Already be moving and wait for the sword to hit. Stillness is a black sword and motion is a white sword. So when you see the sword hit you, you know you're good. You can wait. It should say dodge as well. That's usually what most people play off of, is the dodge. After that final word, we're going to get a stack or a spread. Eight spreads or 2 stacks. Now here's the tricky part. Those stacks are on literally anyone. Any 2 people. If you are a tank, don't think you can immune it. It doesn't work. And we need the immunes later anyway. So don't try to get clever. You will YOLO it. So the way that will work, Psy, reprisal the first cast. I forget what it's called. It's either what is it? Individual reprobation or collective reprobation. Either one. That's like collective is 2 stacks. Individual is 8 spreads, right? You will reprisal the first one. I'll reprisal the second one. Here's the trick for this for mitigation. Yes, you can reprisal both with 1 reprisal, but there's nothing to use it for. So you just you don't try to game the system. We also should be using a lot there. You want to almost use everything for those first 2 hits, for the reason of the next time you need mitts is Fake Calibration Beta. Fake Calibration Alpha is a joke. And then we can play with mitigations. We won't get there. So what we'll do is just Missionary and Heart of Light, the collectives. Elena, you'll probably be mid. You'll be at 1 for individual. Everyone else should go to clock spots, but the healers need to play a little bit towards the center. And Elena, you'll just be mid, I think, because you probably have the most mids and shit. They're not that big, and there are circles that you can see. Pretty sure.
Wait.
What?
I'm just trying to get a better sense of like the actual whole timeline for this phase. So the is the first buster after Fate Alpha?
Yes. And that's the one we take legit.
What? That's the one we take.
We do it with just kitchen sink. So what it is, the buster, it's a 3-hit Akh Morn, and then it's a stack, and then he does an AoE attack on the main tank, and you need to swap during the second attack. And it's AoE, so you have to stack, boom, 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 split, hit, and swap. And we kitchen sink that. We can also use both reprisals for it. We're like, once again, you reprisal the first hit, I'll reprisal the second. We use Addle, we use feints, like, it's all free. Because Fake Calibration Beta is a long, long mechanic. And then there's still Exotrines before the first irresistible gravy.
Alright.
Maybe we don't use, I'll have to look at the timeline. We probably won't get to it, because we won't get past fucking beta today. But for now, for the buster, everyone use everything. Use Addles, use feints, use reprisals. Don't use Troubadour. That's stupid. And because it's 2 minutes in this, it's not 90 seconds.
This final, for the stillness and motion, is that just only described as final word, and then you look at the sword that hits you, or?
No. He casts either Ordained Stillness or Ordained Motion.
Okay.
And whichever one he casts first, he's casting the opposite second.
Got it.
The thing that's tricky about it is you get your debuffs, and while you're looking at your debuffs, he's already started casting. So you have to very quickly look at your debuffs.
And by
and
debuff,
know where you're going.
You mean
that way you can get there quickly.
Wait. So
the tricky part is, by the time, if you're not used to the final word debuffs, the tricky part is, by the time you're finished processing where you're supposed to go, the cast is about to finish. So you have to be really quick at knowing these debuffs and where you're going. Or be able to quickly have one person react and call stillness or motion really quickly, which hopefully I'll be able to. But I forgot that time.
I think the only ones you have to worry about are the beacons, right? Because then everyone else is going to be in front of the dark beacon
Yes.
anyway. So.
Yeah, you can look at your things, and all you have to worry about is there's only 3 places you're going. Beacon, light beacon, dark beacon, arrows.
He does. Ooh, I didn't even realize that. Okay. And then I'm looking at alpha also. Is so does everyone like the last thing that happens with alpha is you either get a stillness or emotion?
The way alpha works is there's a stillness or emotion first, then all the debuffs go off, then there's a stillness or emotion again.
Okay.
Now, which debuff you have to pay attention to your clone, right? The defamation goes north, which is the giant fucking circle. The large clock, how do they actually do this?
The large clock goes
Goes to the right.
and the small clocks go right. Wait, what?
Yeah. So there's going to be in the corner, there's these little things on the ground. And to the right will be the clock and the nothings. And all the lightning bolts will go to the left. So it's always going to be either southwest or southeast. Safe. Except for the defamation, he goes opposite. So if it's southwest, it's northeast for the defamation.
Is it only the center 2 clones that are always the safe line going through? Can
Only
it be
one of the
far
2
ones?
center ones are. The ones on the edges are always dangerous. So it's always, the safe spot is either always going to be here-ish, where I am,
Or on the opposite.
or on the opposite.
That
And
makes it
the
simpler.
defamation person literally has a little button to stand on.
It's like Dash is an Ifrit Nu, I think, right? Just one person is on the opposite side looking at you in a straight line, and that's their safe spot.
Yes, there's actually a little thing on the ground, a button that you can literally just stand on.
Yeah, it's like step 5 on the toolbox. You can see the ground markings of exactly where people should be standing.
Yeah. And the people over here that are, like, they show them further out. You want to be pretty close to the wall, though. You want to be, like, here. Right? Just because that defamation is pretty big. Just if you're, like, up here, you might actually get clipped by it. There's no reason not to be just super back.
You don't want the stack to, like, hit the other
the
side
lightning
where the aggravateds are, yeah.
The gray on the ground is what's safe. So don't go past the gray, but you want to be pretty up close to it. Like, the ground is your friend in alpha. In beta, your friend is hope you get stacks.
Does the motion stillness happen at the same time?
What, for alpha?
Yeah, during alpha.
It's
Are
always,
those-
you get to your spot, and what you do is, you'll know what the order is. Let's say, it can be also 2 of the same. It can be motion, by the way.
That's what I was worried about, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not always one or the other, so you have to look for both. As opposed to the beginning where he does one or the other, right? But in alpha, it can be either, the first one doesn't have anything to do with the second one, but we'll be able to see what it is beforehand. So what you do is you get to your spot, and it's just called out, like motion or stillness. If it's motion, you get to your spot and move. The second you see the first sword come down, you do whatever the second one is, right? So like if it's motion, you literally just get to your spot and just jump. If it's stillness, you get to your spot and don't press a fucking button until you see the second sword hit you. Healers, if it's stillness, like healers, just to be safe, never heal during the downtime of alpha because A, it doesn't matter, and B, you don't want to heal and then find out that it was stillness because that will pretty much, that's really rough for us. You can heal afterwards, it'll be fine. Our damage is more than good enough. Oh, also healers. During the buster, the one that we're taking, it's damage. Just so you know, it's real damage. Like you can't just rely on mitts because we're gonna take, it's like 3 hits. We're gonna have to get healed probably in the middle, or at least like maybe an X-Cog on one, or you know some stuff. You'll see, it hurts. Yeah, but like I mean that's I think pretty much it. You have fate. Oh no, what's your question about fate calibration? Sorry. No, nothing of that matters. It's literally just movement and animation for that. So yeah, if you like regen us, like whatever. But what you don't want to do is think, oh, people just got hurt, I need to cast healing, and then the stillness comes down. The queue for Fate Calibration Alpha is literally everything happens. You get to see it. So Fate Calibration, both the Fate Calibrations, you get to see what they're gonna do. So what you have to do is you have a clone and you're following them and you're seeing the debuff on your clone. There's also the 4 Alexes spawn up north and they shoot lasers. You're gonna see lasers hit you, but those are happening in the future. So you have to see which one didn't fire lasers.
I think the easier way to look at that, since the lasers from where they're sourced, it's like a cluster over there because they're all like plus signs, right? So you want to look at the safe spots instead.
What you normally do, when I was a healer, I went to one of the safe spots. Once you know your debuff, right, you can go to one of the safe spots. And if you get hit by a laser, it's not safe. If you don't get hit by a laser, it's safe.
Yeah,
now,
so it's one of the others, so you can just walk over to the other one.
Yes, so you just stand in one and just see if you get hit by a laser. You don't even have to really like look. Now, the stillness, the motion, and the lasers are all group mechanics, right? So if you're worried, I'm probably going to be able, especially after a couple pulls, because I've done it before, after a couple pulls, I'll be able to call it no problem, once I kind of get back in the groove of it. So all of those, like, it is collective, everyone's motion, everyone's stillness. It's not individual. The only thing you have to worry about is your individual mechanic. Everything else can be called out. In Fate Calibration Beta, you only have to worry about your tether. Everything else can be called out. So if you're a little overwhelmed by how much is going on, focus on what you have to do, and we should be able to call out the safe spot, and if it's motion or stillness. Now, if we have multiple people looking for that, that's even better. That way it's not like if I just fuck up. But yeah.
I'm feeling pumped. We hit our stretch goal.
I don't know.
40 minutes in, which is
For fucking good. I mean, we still haven't had a fully clean wormhole. We're getting there, so. But it's good because every time you get to Alex, you want to do prog on Alex. So.
Oh, fighting for 5.
Oh my god, I'm stupid. That was literally just me. I mean, I shouldn't have died. I literally just like kept walking, like, oh shit, and then I just wasn't looking at what I was doing.
Sorry about that. I probably.
Honestly, I forgot I could do the
We have too many of these. There's blues.
Yeah, you got
I know I had it, so. I saw 2 there and was like, oh.
Hey, nobody was with me on orange.
Oh. That's fine. It hasn't been that much of an issue, so.
all Captain. Level up and go Captain please.
Oh no. If I shall be low, see everyone.
I'm watching the replay.
He didn't.
Level up and mom. I'm gonna make you with the Alagan gear, like yellow and red neon. So I can see you. I like thunder. Metal color stuff. Take a breath.
out.
Hey, my pot got my pet got a pot too.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, that's I'm fucking dumb. I'm sorry.
just try to res. We can still prog at least the mechanics and stuff.
Maybe every two after target hit. There we go.
I think I
That's fine. I mean, that was scuffed as hell.
I was scared of the ball coming slowly towards me.
Like, I didn't even move fast enough there, so I was actually already giving up on it. But he didn't win in the heart. Yeah, we die anyway. The next, basically, he gets a damage up. The next damage just wrecks us. If one, we can do like one more pull or two, and then we'll take a break.
That was my first time ever getting the blue cover while Cruz was on so that's how I fucked it up. I honestly forgot that was part of it.
Oh, God, heights. Moved up, sorry.
That was an unreasonable degree of precision on that.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah. It's still technically
It's-
savable.
It's on tank healers.
Yeah, we can still trade it.
You know, down here too.
Probably.
Oh my.
Oh, is this gonna kill us though?
I'm disoriented.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so
You can take a break now.
That's my bad on the limit cut. I was thinking there was still another Hawk Blaster behind me, so I was like, oh god, I gotta move up. I shot it clean through the center.
Yeah.
You can take like 10 or so. I'm probably gonna get something really quick to eat, so it might actually go later than that. It might be like a little bit over 10 minutes, but we'll see.
Oh shit.
Oh, don't forget Sneaky's next.
Yeah. King. Is still really helpful.
Yeah, it has all on brute.
Probably actually have to kill him.
You guys are out. Alex is at A. Heart relative here. True north. Look at Alex when he's on, so. Alright. No, Doe, we definitely do not want to be there.
Oh, I thought that they were close to each other and I could do it.
Yeah, it's always a plus.
Okay, that was my bad. I was just free, so.
I went to the wrong place, but... As a tank, by the way? As a tank, we can soak 2 puddles.
I'm sorry. I thought it also was like I thought it was south and north in that because I hear the like the south. So I say.
No, they are always. It is always going to be one north and one either east or west.
Okay.
Because they always spawn right next to brute.
So it's never safe to win.
It is always a plus. Yeah.
Good to know. I didn't knew that.
That's fine.
I always thought it was like an X. Not like a line or. That's, yeah, I was.
You said tanks can technically soak 2 puddles?
I mean,
Define can.
I did 2 in a row, I think. I mean, look at this. So I took the first puddle. The first puddle barely even went through my shield. The second puddle, I had Caracol on, so I had a 10% min. And it did 33k. Now, granted, I was probably going to get fucked by my Cruise Chaser Slash, but if we use Mitts, I think he'll survive. That's also not the play. Anyway, it's just interesting. It's like shit. Yeah, it doesn't mitigate everyone. You basically just pre-shield usually. Because it wore off by the time people were taking like a bunch of damage, so. You don't have to use it, but it's also kind of free, so.
I think the one niche use case for that is like if one of us is 3 or 4 and either 1 or 2 dies.
Yeah, we can go and take it.
Although I don't know if the Vuln from
what's his face lasts longer, so.
I just don't know if it's the same amount of Vuln, or if it's like. Because sometimes Magic Vuln is like, oh, you take like 50% more damage, and then other times you have like E9S where it's basically a 100 times multiplier.
The other thing, Elena, is if you use it, you probably won't have it for Mega Holies. That's why I'm using Heart of Light. I mean, we have Heart of Light there, it should be fine.
Alright, you ready? Reading.
So is Liquid. We're gonna go to just Liquid now. Probably gonna, yeah.
I thought it was the same. One of the numbers. Okay. What?
out. Alex is at 3. Alright, our relative. Now true north. Look at Alex.
Pressing T.
Excellent.
You need a flex on the.
And you got it?
Wait, what do you want? Oh,
Yes.
nice.
Okay.
We
Get ready for
boss,
mints.
right?
Get ready for
Combo
mints. Hold, yep, hold.
Thank you.
Alright, get ready for J-Waves. Alright, wings. We can do what's it called now? Missionary. Reprisal. Anything you have. Oh, that goes super fast. 9 stacks is pretty fast.
That seems to be the theme with this group.
So eventually, we won't do it this time, but eventually we might actually start milking this to let people build gauges and shit. Because it doesn't matter when you kill him. Like, when you kill him, he does his mechanic. It's not really time. Or we can just kill.
I have full gauge.
We have it. People aren't attacking right now. Alright. Remember to... Yeah, that's careful. That should be fine.
think I'm able to cap my gauge without even worrying about it. We do
Yeah,
so much
same.
damage there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's full gauge
If
right
you
now.
can-
So just fucking go.
yeah, it's just us, your cards, and size blood gauge, right? I think.
It won't
I
have-
do have to
Size
worry
blood
about
gauge
mana,
and MP.
but like a lot
But
of
you
the
get,
mana
you get
is
20
like
ticks
in this.
here. So you get 4k MP. Just
So I
during
just need to
cutscene.
end with 6. That's like
You should-
super easy. If
You
I
get,
just
you get
don't
20
use,
ticks a minute and 15 seconds. You get more than 20
I
actually.
think I get 9k if I don't use I'm starting this cutscene with 7k right now. I get a lot from what's it called? Just hitting the combos.
Yeah, at
I
the
might
end,
do,
you're 1,
like,
2, 3,
an extra
like.
blood weapon just in case. Like pop that early and then.
Yeah, you can use blood weapons free, right?
Yeah, but like I might
stuff.
use it like during mega holies just to get 3 uses instead of 2.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you take him. And everyone else just get ready to look at. First thing's gonna happen is buffs come out. Buffs are coming out now. Motion, motion. Keep moving. Alright, get to your spot. Everyone untarget the boss. Some of those darts were not close enough.
Stillness.
Everyone
What?
untarget the boss.
Press in.
Better spell.
Use all bits here. Kind of YOLO this a little bit. We have to YOLO this a little. Don't just all stack.
It's okay.
Alright, we're good, we're good, we're good. Take Calibration Alpha. That's fine.
We follow our clones, right?
Follow your clones. You need to see what your clone gets. I will call out the rest. Stillness first. Personal's coming out. Stillness in motion, northeast, southwest. Southwest for everyone else other than me. I'm the person who's up here. No one else should be up here. Then it was motion. Fuck, I didn't move. I forgot that it was that.
We did it.
Use what's it called? Use it. What's it called? Yeah. I'm just gonna let you have it. What's it called me? What's it called me? Shirk. Yeah.
Get the
I should live.
Get the beta cast bar.
I mean, you could legit. I mean, people aren't gonna live because their clones aren't up. But what we're looking for here is your tether, and if you're moving or not. That's all you're worried about.
In your beacon.
Yeah, I'm Dark Beacon, so I'd be a B. You don't even worry about these stomps. You literally don't worry about these stomps. He's casting 2, so it stacks.
I didn't have a tether. Does that just mean nothing?
East.
Do we have to be in that right now or no?
Right now is where you want to move. Still. Elena, what were you? You were Light Beacon. You're actually north in this case. Just so you know.
Besides A, right? Like the dog over there. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter in this case, really. Because we're all gonna die to this. There's 2 stacks coming out.
Oh my!
Run to.
There's 2 stacks. Hopefully you'll live 2
There's the
stacks.
other
No.
one.
So
I
what?
have, you can get nothing, right? That makes,
You can get nothing, so nothing is a tether, basically.
no, for in calibration alpha,
Calibration Alpha, yes. If you have nothing, you're stacking with the stacks.
and the stack is on the right, right?
Yeah, so it's either if you're southwest or southeast, the orientation is the same looking towards the middle. Where the stack marker, looks like a giant set of gears around you that's relatively big. The lightning bolt looks like a tiny circle around you, and it kind of hits you with a lightning bolt. Those people are to the left. And the giant circle is the defamation, which is what I got, and I was northeast. They also come out in a specific order, by the way, and I don't remember the exact order. I know defamation's first, and that's it.
What is there more to the beacon mechanic than just?
I think
like-
you were dark,
like-
right? You were dark, not beacon, right? You were the other one, just normal dark.
Yeah.
I think if you go too far from the beacon, you also
die.
die. Yes.
Okay.
If you go too far from the beacon, or if you touch him at the beginning. Both
Does
of
it-
those will kill you.
Does it apply to light as well? Like if you're not close enough to light at the end of it?
No.
Okay, so it's just dark. Dark cannot. It has to
Yeah.
tuck in close enough to the beacon so you don't get pushed too far from it.
Yeah, so normally that's why you normally want you use the marker as your thing.
So the person
You want the
with-
beacon to be here, right at the edge of this marker. Everyone else, all the arrows should be at this edge of the marker.
How close should the light beacon be though?
The light beacon can be at D or further.
Is the position for that as specific as
No,
the dark? Or?
no. It's literally, don't be close enough that they'll touch you.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm checking the written guide. Doesn't look like it has the same problem
No,
that you have to end up close.
it doesn't.
Yeah, it's just
I
dark.
definitely feel like I don't understand beta yet, but everything up to that point feels good.
I mean, beta's the lot. Beta is final word with other shit going on, and the final words you have to do in a different way because of the other shit going on. I wouldn't worry about beta yet. We can worry about them for next week, to be honest. After Fate Calibration Beta, we all have to dodge together because there's giant stack markers. And it is a mitigation check because that stack marker it's like a fucking truck. You need 3 10% and free shields to survive it. Which shouldn't be a problem with what we have.
It seems like the safe spot, or like the spot for light beacon is pretty much the same dot for alpha.
It's actually over here, I think.
It's no for
It's
beta, for Fate Calibration Beta,
Yeah.
go north of A. North of A. Because everyone should be trying basically to get to A. Other than the two people. There's two tethers. The long tether that's dark goes west. The short tether, not the short tether, the non-tethered person goes south. Long tether west, and then the short tether goes north with everyone else. For beta, you're talking about, right? Let me look. Maybe they're doing it differently. I thought they were doing it the standard way,
Yeah,
but
it's different. They have short tether, or they have long tether south.
oh fuck, the long tether has to be south. I'm sorry, the no tether's west. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I completely forgot. I thought that for some reason I thought that the dark beacon was tethered to the dark tether, so that was long. But no, that's right. Okay, I'm stupid. Yeah, so for Fate Calibration Beta, dark beacon is like just east of B. The dark mover with no tether goes west. The dark movement with long tether goes south. Dark movement with the Christmas tree tether goes north with everyone else. All the lights that are moving are stacking with together. They actually have the light beacon a little bit further. Okay, go with the toolbox for that light beacon. It's not quite the button. It's a little bit like it'll actually, yeah, it's gonna be where that carbuncle is basically. We did true north, but if this is what they do, that's fine. Maybe it makes it a little bit less sketchy or something. I don't really know why there's a difference there, but go with the toolbox.
Is it fine if they use the button anyways? Like, out of like a memory problem, like if say you get it for the first time, like, oh, I'm just gonna go where I would go for light beacon in alpha, would that pull people too far? Because the stack goes off up there, right?
The problem is you need to be in the stack, right?
Okay, does that go off right afterwards? Like,
Basically, you have a little bit to adjust, but not much. So I'm guessing that's why. I think the reason they pulled it from True North is that it makes the positioning for the dark arrow a little bit easier. And a little bit more natural, I would say. And because the light people are going to be drawn to the light beacon person, right?
Yeah, there's some leniency too, so you don't. Kill
Yeah, there's
the
leniency
light
that
people.
like that positioning is not that exact. The more exact ones are the dark ones because you're so close that if you're off by a little bit, it changes the angle by a lot, right? You do have some time after the forced march to adjust though. So if you're not right in your spot, you can adjust. You have like about 2 seconds.
There's no
Yes.
stillness or motion for data, right?
What's up?
There's no stillness or motion for
Nope.
data. Right?
The last stillness in motion is at Alpha. Jails always start northeast, yeah.
There's only 2 sets then, right? Motion stillness, just the first at the start and then alpha.
Yep.
Alright, we're ready to go.
Who makes shit doesn't compare to this? It's so much. It's a lot to share. I just think it was really hard between Savage and Ultimate, but you just fucking remember so OP this. I don't know.
I kind of want to know. I want to be a
Imagine not being one of the first 500 people in the world with a mobile now.
well,
That's because T was out and I wasn't doing T yet, so I was just doing mobile.
or the real main stuff, or
Yeah, I did. I was one of the first to do. Well, one of the first 500. So plenty of people beat up with me. Yeah, that's also by LOL achievements, by the mounts. So you know that's not exactly perfect. But the LOL achievement mounts are public by default. So. But Mega Hard people were doing this instead when I was still a baby raider at that point.
Swapping.
Debuffs are out. Alex today. Heart relative. Alright, 3 more. Coming up. Face Alex. What happened?
We both went towards Alex and then didn't get out in time to avoid the jump.
Oh yeah.
It's so disorienting, like when the wormhole is on the opposite side of Alex.
I mean, you can stay in the puddle though, right?
Yeah, but it's hard. Like it's hard to remember that on the fly.
Yeah.
Food check for the milk because mine fell off mid-fold. pretty good.
It was pretty close, wasn't it?
Goes around. Now today. Heart relative. Oh, the stack's supposed to be over here. So, oh, you are.
Yeah.
I couldn't fucking see you. Right, to the north, sorry. Thanks, Alex. I'll go left where Suga normally goes.
He's probably putting him aside.
Yep.
Yeah. It's wings. Missionary. Reprisal. 8. Anything at this point? Still don't even bother trying to hold or anything. Just go. Shield, get rid of the 10% as well. Alright. Psy will take. The first thing that's going to happen is debuff's going to come out. Debuffs are out. Motion. Motion.
On target.
On target. Don't move. Move. Do it.
Spreads or stacks.
Spreads or stacks. Use mitts now.
Slip it over.
Just, 5-3 there is fine. So don't try to be a hero and get clipped by both. Calibration.
Maybe I'll bring this up left stack right?
Yes.
Stillness first. Personal's coming out now. Stillness, then motion, southeast, northwest. Stillness. You are too far, though. For sure. Don't move. Try to adjust now, actually. Motion, motion, motion. Oh, whoever was that. Well, try to start resonance trick, yeah. Sai, you're gonna immune this. Just res, don't heal, Trent. This way we can at least get beta in. That's not what killed us with motion. It was other stuff. But yeah, you're right. Jump. You don't want to move. I hope.
I can rest Suben in a second. There we go.
He'll be up for everything.
Follow your clone first, okay?
Yep, follow your clone. You're gonna look for what color and what tether you have. Everything else, I'll be able to call out.
Long tether north, dark no tether west. Dark short tether south.
Up dark north away.
Going to be spreads. And west. Dark beacon is whoever dark beacon is not in the right place.
I have messed up. Yeah, spot. I'm about to teleport too. Oh, yeah. Damn it. Yeah.
That is a true north mechanic, by the way. So.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I mean, this is the first time we fucking got there.
I was scrambling looking for the A marker to try and figure out where the hell I was, and by the time
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's a bit hard to see with the giant clones everywhere, and like, it's
Yes.
I just gotta be ready.
Sorry, what killed us on the south?
Whoever had defamation was down with us.
I don't think so. I think some of us.
No, they were. I guarantee it.
I died, and I thought I had the big AOE because I thought I got the first one.
I can tell you who had it if I look real quick. I mean, the defamation hit everyone. It's just not everyone gets the stack markers. Don't get magic bombs. That's why the people who died. The only people who died were the lightning bolts.
I was a bolt, right? In that area, I think.
I'll have to look at the video. I was only really. I can call out what's happening, but I can't look at everyone's debuffs. Like that's just.
No, yeah, I'm looking at I'm not sure to look at what my clones have. I think
Yeah, you only have to worry about what your clone has.
you're gonna be sure that it wasn't correct or I may be fucked up.
Oh yeah, I think Kiki, you had the spread. Oh, and yeah, you. Okay, yeah. Who's up there? Was that Suvin?
Yeah, I was up top.
Yeah, you have the stack marker though.
Oh, I guess it looked like a big black circle.
Yes, but it's not. It doesn't expand. Yours is just a big like clockwork circle. The defamation one expands like huge. So
like
the reason we died there was the 3 lightning bolts died to the defamation, and you died to the stack marker solo.
The giant blue wave, right? The defamation.
Yes.
Bluish. Like
I know the defamation comes out first too.
I think for the it comes out first when the actual mechanic happens, but I think all the debuffs get shown to us at the same time. The calibration.
I always used to be able to time it based on which one I had. It should be big stack lightning bolts. At least I think so. Maybe I'm wrong.
check the animation. I'm scared I'm gonna see it and think it's a stack.
The defamation looks like a nova coming from you, where the stack is just like a circle that then like beams down on you. Big stack.
Yeah,
Does it have the
half? It feels like half the room basically.
Does it have like the gears, the cogs that
The
turn?
gears is the stack marker. There's technically some gears in the what's it called, but it's kind of like a blue little circle on target. Don't move.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab a screenshot of that. So
Yeah.
I can see it.
Also, I think it was Elena that said it. For motion, you don't want to move. You want to just jump now. Because if we start moving and you have the stack marker and then you clip other people, you'll kill them.
Yeah, I use basically jump whenever I have to move.
Yeah.
Between paths.
You know, five.
It's just easy. I practice a lot doing exchange, just doing in a video, jumping around the map. I was for. Give me one cast, you jump. That keep moving like that. Crazy. That's crazy for you. That was calibration B, not the slide.
Yeah, so stacks a big cog. Okay.
Yeah. I'll try. We can try to grab screenshots and put them in like the Straz channel or something for. I know the written guide has pictures of them.
I can show you what
But do we just want to get one more pull in?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a good night regardless. Like.
Was third pull, I think, right? Third one in there?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's third. That's third. It's perfect Alex pull. And granted, it was scuffed as hell, but you saw what fake calibration beta is. Now we haven't gone over how to actually resolve it completely, just the tethers. Because after the tethers, there's a stack marker. The 3 dudes jump. We then either have to stack or spread, and then we have to get to the safe circle. But we can worry about that later. They are all way easier than wormhole.
Alright. You ready to go?
I mean, I'm good. There's a reason why. We'll talk about it later. It's the hardest of all of them, but it's not that bad.
What's crazy is it seemed really fast, and then I looked and I realized 2 minutes was back up. I was like, what?
Oh yeah. Well, the fake calibration casts are super long. Once you get used to them, it really is a joke. Like I don't even. I mean, it's easy for me to say like, oh, I barely even pay attention to them. That's because I've done it a lot of times. But like once you get used to it, it's like, dude. Especially once you realize you only have to look at. We're fine. Oh,
No, I think
it was too close. Yeah, that's fine. We can get like a real one in.
Juicy delay.
Right now, I don't know how hard is DPS check.
Perfect DPS check is not hard. It's harder than any of these, but it's not going to be hard enough that I'm worried about it. I think our first clean run through we will kill. Maybe a little bit because of the end. We might have to optimize a bit, but not much.
Who's gonna be the last person? Sugan or Shiro?
Pretty sure. Cause I think he's probably doing more when it's just raw rotation.
yeah, without buffs, I just think I do wrong damage at that point. So.
Yeah.
Depends on where it is in the rotation, I guess.
I mean, it's post burst because we all get a burst in.
I've seen people get a Midari off in POVs like right before the last prison, so I think that's the best I can do at that point.
I guess if there's a death, we can adjust.
I think our prisons are right next to each other, so I'll be able to call out to you if you want to swap.
Yeah.
Buster out.
The angle might be fucked on Brute.
Yeah, I don't know why
Yeah.
you just stay over there. You were not in set.
Yeah, I was so focused on the like.
Same thing?
Should be fine.
I was so focused on the left side spacing, I forgot about the being inside the middle.
Very much on fire. Not enough light.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one was a little off.
You can YOLO.
Yeah, we can YOLO it, but these things will actually kill us, but we can try.
Where are we going? Where are we going?
Nah, I don't know, that's fine. The stack marker's gonna one-shot us, because he has a damage up.
Oh. Oh no.
I think we should just call it there for tonight. Just because a pull to Perfect Alex is like literally like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good night regardless. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, hey. For next week, is there anyone who can't make it because of Thanksgiving?
I might not be able to, but I'm not sure yet.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, you have a bunch of Americans. I don't know what IDT stands for. I think that means I don't. Oh, you don't think you can? Okay. Yeah, I don't fucking. Just as it gets closer to Saturday, just definitely put it in. Like if you can't, we just won't go Saturday. If we even need to take the whole week off, I mean, it happens. I mean, it's a holiday. It's a pretty major holiday in the U.S. So, but yeah, the next time we meet, definitely, I would say, study up on both alpha and beta a lot. Like you should know, it's not, they aren't that hard. And you should know what you're gonna do. I don't know how they do the spreads. I'll have to look at the toolbox, but they should have a way to do the spreads. The way you do the stacks, you want stacks in what's it called? Because the stack marker in beta is always on a dark person and a light person. I think technically the beacons. Healing it in beta sucks too, so just be ready.
Spreads, it looks like they use the start of Brute for like the chakram baits on the inside. But like there's some scenarios where we end up where it's super rough. Like if you have to cross the stage if you're dark beacon or wait, actually light beacon, I think. Well, actually both beacons, and you have to cross to like the opposite side to get to your spot. It looks like we've been able to do it just fine.
Yeah.
I'm scared of like the hallway problem where we just like do I go left or right and then just kill each other.
Yeah, I mean stacks are so much easier for beta. I mean spreads, I think the one way you can do it too is you can spread based off roll or something, but we can figure that out as we go. But also, like, Wormhole, we're like so close to actually getting Wormhole. I don't think we've actually made it through cleanly once, but we're still making it through. But definitely, if you need to refresh on anything or if you have any questions, feel free to ask on that. Definitely pot at the beginning of Alex 1 now. And then we'll actually pot at the beginning of Perfect Alex now too, both to get the practice in for your rotation. It's an awkward pot, Both for that and it'll really feel bad if you didn't pot at the beginning of Perfect Alex, and then we somehow fluke a 1% in rage. That would feel bad.
You can also got 10 into the wall at the end if you want.
Yeah, don't do that. And don't be the person who says, I'm not going to LB for parse and cause a wipe, because I've seen that too. Oh, we don't need the LB. I'd rather get a good parse, and then they died.
Noted.
And LB is like 3% of his health or something. Maybe more.
Is it during or the end of the trines, or is it afterwards?
Usually you LB. Once you get in position to dodge the last trine, you LB immediately, and the end of that LB is what triggers your 2 minutes, so that you don't lose any attacks in buffs too. So everyone else is still just building.
Melees are last prisons anyways. Does it really matter? Because we put LB there as well. Right? Like ideally not, because it gets kind of scary. Because like, what if it like hits, like the jail hits me before I get it off or something? But it's
I mean, you could do that too, I guess.
There's no first back there, so
You can LB right at the end.
Yeah, you can.
But,
I know.
like in terms of like pure damage wise, it may be better to do it after the trines, because I know Suvin has his dot on Chaos Thrust still. It might get some value off on the gauges.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. If we have a clean run, it's not going to be that close. This group does a lot more damage than my first group did, and once we got it clean, we were killing like before tanks got captured. A lot of the close calls you were looking at are probably on patch, which was a bit rougher damage-wise.
Oh no, they were in Walker patches. So it's like,
Oh, really?
yeah.
I mean, you should
lower damage overall.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I would expect us to kill. The first time there'll be like maybe 1 or 2 DPS in jails, probably not even that. Unless we have like a death or something. If you have a death, you can still kill, but it is really close. So. But yeah, I think that's it. So good job tonight. We'll see if we meet next week, and yeah. And any questions about, like, I'll try to, I mean, I'll see. I'm gonna have to sleep right now, but I'll try to get some pictures, and I might just make a quick MIT plan as well, because I have one already made up. I still have it somewhere in my Google Sheets, so I can just adjust it a little bit. Well, that's it. Good job tonight, guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Okay. See ya.
See ya.
All right.